So in the film, it feels like you immediately start documenting, that you immediately sort of turn into filmmakers. Was that sort of the process, or was there a gap there, or how did you go from recognizing this is the best way, I'm moved by what we found, we want to tell a story in a way that becomes cohesive and a film can do it, but how did you actually say, let's pull out that printer that you found in the closet or whatever you had?
Who would have known he had a fax machine waiting for us?
Yes.
I think that's in all of us as filmmakers. I think there's probably a lot here tonight. There's something about the way we are that we default to going right into that, documenting it, pulling out your camera, shooting it, even having no plan on where it's going to go from there. I think when worth mentioning my thesis film at DePaul, I'm a huge bike rider, as you can see, and I got in a really bad bike accident. And before going to the emergency room, I went home and got my camera, and I was just documenting this process. And then, of course, the film became all about, coming back from that journey. So I think that's just innate. It's how I understand the world. It's a tool to be able to make sense out of things. So being confronted with this story, it was my way of just trying to make sense out of it. And then Carrie mentioned the reason why film, why not a book, why not just write poetry and never show it to anybody? Well, I think it's because a film is a combination of all of those things. And in order to articulate this, I needed all of those tools. I needed the music, because that was a huge part of the story. It was a part of me as a creator. The drawings from other prisoners that we were able to adapt into animations, things like that. It just felt like there was no version of this story that we couldn't have these cinematic elements. The podcast version, just me narrating it, you would miss out on all of that. So the visuals it's a huge part. So.